Adventures! Hello, interwebs, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations. My name is SkiniMini.
Every single episode, and I'm Pharaoh!
Not every single episode.
A lot of them.
Shut up. Just because,
okay.
Whatever. Anyway, last episode, Francisca's here, and she was like trying to check us to make sure we didn't do this. So we didn't, obviously, so now we're gonna go check the flight attendant's room. Well, I went in there now. Okay.
Oh, well, that's good.
March 12th, 2:23 p.m. Oh, Ms Teniero
Bum bum.
And a criminal justice. I need to memorize that.
You love it. You love that show too.
Dude, I know. It's so great. All right, sorry. Let me just.
We shouldn't talk about that unless we're endorsed by them. So.
Oh my god. You know who I want to be endorsed? I want to endorse In-N-Out. In-N-Out, hit me up. I will sponsor all my videos to y'all. I love you so much.
She would. She, like, 100% would. No joke.
Shoot. All right, sorry. Francisca, that's me. So, you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission. Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that?
Ms Teniero.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too?
Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did?
All right. Oh, we gotta talk to her. Girl, why you tripping?
Ace Attorney, ghetto-fied.
Oh my god!
Did I just say it? Did I just make a new series?
Ah! Alright. Like, all the recaps are just, like, straight up ghetto.
Now, this motherfucker.
Alright, it's sad time, because the music's sad. So, Captain's permission, let's do this.
That's right. Okay. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that?
Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission.
What do you mean?
The captain, he only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Mio. Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends.
In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did.
Aww, I still ship them.
Oh, Lord. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges.
Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness. Ms Teniero, is it? There is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. And why were you there? Well,
Why the sudden hesitation? Francisca seems to have struck a nerve.
Why are you hesitating? Why the hesitation? All I did was go check up on the shop like I always do. You're saying it was for work then? Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct? Yes. I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much to tell.
Ms Teniero claims I have no reason other than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing.
About that... Oh! I gotta present the...
What the ugly ass thing she made?
Oh, the suitcase.
Yep.
Girl, did you make this?
That's terrible. If you could please take a look at this for me, Ms Teniero.
Oh, that suitcase.
Yes, about the suitcase. You are the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else out about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it?
There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there?
Won't you please tell me more about the suitcase?
Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see that it was the last one there.
Hmm? The last one there?
What you mean, girl?
Because there was two, wasn't there?
Yeah, I'm like, what? The last suitcase.
So you're saying, Ms Teniero, that the suitcase in question was the last one?
Yes. They're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelves.
That's not exactly the impression I got.
The one in the shop is the most definitely the last one.
Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase.
Oh, really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one.
I didn't say anything about buying it.
Then say you'll buy it.
I'm sorry, I can't.
But why? I think you'd go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. I guarantee it personally as a service professional.
Well, these, how should I put this? It's hideous.
What?
Maybe that was a bit too direct.
No, that was perfect.
Yeah, she needs to know. Moving on, my issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining.
Remaining?
There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it.
2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only 1. Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction. When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only 1 suitcase left.
Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency?
Ah!
By the way, Ms Teniero, what is one of those suitcases doing here?
That's...
I thought you said there was only 1 left.
That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now.
She's used it for a very long time. I think not. Ms Teniero, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me.
Excuse me?
I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time. What proves that this hasn't been used for nearly as long as Ms Teniero says?
Girl, the price tag's still on this crap.
Man, you really are ghetto.
Sorry, I've had a very rough day at work. This is me releasing energy.
Yeah, you blacking out?
Yeah, I blacked out, sorry.
Okay, that's all. Hey, it's okay. I mean, I wish I could say, well, I'm not gonna get into technicalities with me, but, you know, tell me, Ms Teniero.
This is present.
Excuse me. Tell me, Ms Teniero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase?
What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase?
Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears.
Aww.
The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Ms Teniero, I think I understand. I know what you're trying to hide. Now then, the suitcase was originally in...
It was in the shop.
Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought the suitcase was...
yourself.
Oh boy.
Girl,
Take that!
It was you, wasn't it, Ms Teniero? I hate to say this, but the suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right?
Then the reason you went to the shop and came back here was... I'm sorry! All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe Maybe I finally had accomplished something.
But the suitcase didn't sell.
It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it is, as you put it, hideous.
I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either.
We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them out there day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked.
You buy one every single time you work a flight.
I see. In order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt of the purchase.
This receipt is clearly timestamped at 5:40 a.m.
Wait a minute. 5:40? Okay. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight.
Ms Teniero, where are these other suitcases?
They should all be down in the cargo hold. Then the suitcases the killer used.
Could very well have come from the cargo hold.
Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think the killer used one of my suitcases to...
Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body.
Ah! How could they? The suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished for them to be.
Ms Teniero, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator?
The only other way is just through that door there.
And what about security?
That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to.
Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects.
Well, crap! I can't believe it. Oh.
Yes, Franziska?
Going on these wild goose chases, you're a disgrace to the Von Karma name!
And what do you mean by that?
The suitcase came from the cargo hold. That fact alone tells the whole story.
Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used the key card.
Miles Edgeworth! You're proposing that the killer rode the elevator to the cargo hold, correct?
Yes, that's the only realistic possibility.
That other attendant, Miss Meal. I asked her earlier and she had this to say.
Franziska got information out of Miss Beale?
In order to make this elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different key card is required.
A different one?
Yes, and the only person who holds that particular key card is you, Miss Rhoda Teniero, and only you.
What? Is this true, Ms Teniero?
Yes, I keep the key card in my locker at all times.
Could you please show us that card right now?
Yes, hold on. I don't believe it!
What's wrong?
The key card, it's gone! Very clever. Pretending that your keycard was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You've really thought this through. Oh, wait, it's not like that! You can tell us all about it down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman!
Yes, ma'am!
I like how we make all the officers sound like Meekins.
There's clones of him.
I love Meekins. Mr. Edgeworth, save me!
Not today.
Oh, they even look at each other. Ah!
She looked back at him. He's just staring.
Come on, Edward. What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face.
Franziska, I know that you are the lead investigator on this case. However...
Hold it! Don't even think about wasting any more of my time. You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth?
I intend to do likewise.
Oh, shoot.
In the next episode.
Oh, crap. Well, it's 16 minutes. I mean...
You know, it's entirely up to you. I was just being that to, be stupid. But, like usual.
I wasn't gonna say anything this time.
You were thinking it, though.
I was, but I didn't say it. That's what self-control is.
No, self-control means you wouldn't even think it, period, too.
No! You Alright, let's continue. Just, yes.
Okay.
We're gonna stop in a weird point. But you know what? This is blind, so I don't know when places are to be continued. So don't jump all over me. Sorry.
You see, no, that's fine. Because it's a pet peeve of mine a little bit where people get pissed off when I stopped it at a part where I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to know it's gonna end in 2 or 3 minutes?
Yes. I'm like, I'm not sidekick.
I mean,
Whatever.
it's fine.
Alright, we're in the cargo hold. What we got?
Wow! So this is the cargo hold, huh?
Well,
Where it's like a little kid. Oh! It's so big! It is? Is it Gumshoe?
is it gumshoe? I mean, this is alright.
Alright, then. Okay. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating.
So, is this the real scene of the murder?
There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir!
Begin investigation! Okay. So these are, oh my god, look at all these suitcases! Well, yeah, there's one missing, so...
Well, how much, wait, hold on a minute. I want to take a look at the receipt that we got.
Oh yeah, we didn't get a chance to look at that. Bought at the in-flight shop and left in attendance room, timestamp 5:40.
Oh my god!
What?
Check it.
Examine?
Yeah, well, no, like if you check it and zoom all the way in for the price.
What the hell? What does it happen?
This lady spent $1,200
on a dang suitcase on this
every single time.
Maybe I should be a flight attendant. They be making money. Shoot.
They must be, unless she's just spending more than she earns.
Okay. I clicked on it.
Oh.
I guess on the time.
Just as Ms Teniero said, the timestamp says she bought the suitcase at 5:40 a.m. Okay.
Should we examine the price?
I guess. Hold on, let me just.
Oh no, it won't do it.
Oh, okay then.
It just automatically does. That is girl. What you paying?
$1,200. Damn.
That is ridiculous.
I wish I had that much money just to blow.
Okay, I mean, shoot. Whatever. That's too much. Okay, so I guess we could try to do some let's examine the suitcases.
Okay. Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair!
Is that a Batman reference?
Well, I think so. Or the holy whatever.
Holy suitcases, Batman!
Holy sardines, Batman! It's like, damn. That's right, Robin. I can't do it. There must be these must be all the leftover ones that they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over. This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy! Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it'll bring you much happiness. You think so? Maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200! I think I'll pass. And Ms Teniero wonders why they don't sell. You'll need 2 jobs just to buy one.
Okay.
It definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let's go to logic.
Logic.
Broken glasses, glass shards. Connect the dots. Alright.
I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses! Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lens. There you go, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon.
Okay, the murder weapon. Okay, well there's a suitcase here that's open. Can we check that?
Oh, okay. Hey, what's up the suitcase, pal? It's what the victim checked in, sir. So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? And there's a photo of Miss Von Carver in it, sir. Oh. It looks like a profile on Franziska. Profile on her? Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her?
Yeah, you better look into that.
I mean, it could be a little creepy, but maybe we should ask her about that?
Yeah, but let's ask her in the next episode.
Okay.
Alright, guys, I think that'll do it for this episode. I know it's not 25 minutes, but I'm running out of space on my computer. So, in the next episode, we will ask Franziska Von Karma about her stalker. I mean, the victim. And hopefully get some answers about that. So,
Yeah, because
it's kind of crazy. So, thank you so very much for watching. And if no one's told you that they love you today, I do.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.